back again. Um, Homeboy Dave is a great impersonator, and lately we discovered that this dude knows how to impersonate Mr. Barack Obama. And in light of tomorrow being President's Day, or today being President's Day, we decided to go along and have our own little presidential interview. So, brace yourself. Uh, Mr. President,
Yes.
uh, in light of the late presidential rate polls, we noticed that you're down. How do you feel about this?
Uh, Ty. This tenure has been a very very trying, successful, and tumultuous 4 years. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot, and the main importance is for the American people to understand that my cabinet and I are pushing forward and are trying to move as hastily as possible to ensure that jobs are created, the marketplace will be able to fix itself in the future, and that we can get people back to work. And so, my goal for this upcoming election is to ensure that I can try to do that again this upcoming tenure. I know Mitt Romney is gaining in the polls. I do pay attention, and I have the utmost respect for him as a fellow politician, and I wish him the best. And even though we differ on certain things, my goal ultimately is to bring both parties together under the understanding that we will make this country better and get people back to work and move forward with the progression that this country can be where it once was, as the country to look up to and to model for other nations.
Uh, we noticed last year, or not last year, but your last run, obviously your first run at the candidacy, you ran that on a platform of hope and change.
Mm-hmm.
This year, obviously, you're most likely gonna be reelected as a Democratic person to run in the races. So we were just wondering, could we get any early glimpses or thoughts or ideas what your platform would be this time?
uh, Michelle and I, we actually talked about that a couple of nights ago, and right now we don't have anything solid or firmly concrete on the slogans of this upcoming tenure, but I am hoping, that we can come up with something that can also keep what we drove last time, which was hope and the assurance of change. And if we can come up with something that drives that home and lets the American people know that we are fighting for them, that we are fighting for the betterment of them and for their children and their children's children. So if we can come up with something, that would be great. But if not, I have no problem sticking to what we drove home the previous election term.
Last question. What do you plan on changing your next term if you are to be reelected? What else is there to do? What would be your biggest sticking point?
Uh, the biggest thing that I would like to change would honestly be the economy. The economy is what greatly concerns me. Getting people back to work, jobs, the future betterment of the education for our young people. They're going to be the ones to carry this country forward into the future. And, it's imperative that we get this country back where we were, at least the late '90s, early 2000s, where this country was at the forefront, mostly of education and job creation and future ideas and concepts that would lead our nation into the future and to be the model example for other countries and nations. So it is my hope that in my next tenure that I can push even harder through Congress and through the House that we must come together and stop the bickering, the chattering, all of the negativity that has surrounded this country. So that would be my biggest change.
You see this shit we just went through? This nigga's a fucking fool. David Champion, aka Blackie Obama.
What's happening, y'all?
That nigga a fool, I swear.